So, some time ago, I used to struggle with something that I know a lot of us struggle with, and it really haunted me for a very long time. I'm saying there were times when I knew what I wanted to say, but for some reason, I just felt like I wasn't the one who was supposed to say those things. I just felt like I wasn't qualified, or maybe someone else should say them, or something like that. I just felt out of place to say anything during any meeting. There was a time when a question was thrown, and funny thing is, I knew what the answer was. I can't remember what the question was, but I knew what the answer was. And I felt so strongly that I needed to stand up and say, because I felt like I was the only one who knew what the answer was, right? You know that kind of feeling. You feel it deep in your bones that you know this thing and you're supposed to get up and say it. But for some reason you just feel like, oh no, I'm not supposed to say it. If I get up now, everybody's just going to look at me. And what if my hair is not good? What if I don't look good? What if they judge my appearance? What if they judge the way I talk? What if they judge the way I look? What if my dress isn't perfect? What if I just don't say what I'm supposed to say? What if I end up biting my tongue, right? You know all those million thoughts that run through your mind in a millisecond, right? I had those thoughts. So because of them, I I didn't say anything. I didn't raise my hand. I didn't indicate that I knew the answer. At the end of the day, what I thought was the answer. And in my mind, I was like, why didn't I just say this? Now it makes me look like I also don't know the answer, just as any other person doesn't. I felt so bad because I knew the answer. I didn't want to come off as, I don't know anything. Like I didn't know anything. But for some reason, because I just felt like I was not confident enough, I just let it go. And if I had said the answer, I would have been right. So that's another thing. We just feel like we might not be right. Okay. And instead of taking that opportunity to learn, we just feel like, okay, it's better to say nothing than to say something and end up being wrong, which is actually wrong still. So since then, I learned to put myself out there, to talk. And whenever a question was thrown, even if I did not know the correct answer, I tried as much as possible to think and then contribute. You know what this does? It makes you more confident. It makes you um makes you bolder. It makes you confident. It makes you want to always try to speak up whenever there's a discussion going on. You don't always get to say the right things. You don't always get to say the right answers, right? And that's not a problem. Not everybody gets the right answers every time. Are you AI? Even AI doesn't know the right thing sometimes, right? So give yourself grace. Forget about the way you look. Try as much as possible to look good. That's key. Try as much as possible to make your hair look good, make your face look good. Just pop in the best way that you can. And when there's a question, when there's an opportunity for you to speak, and you know that if you took the opportunity, if and you know that if you took the opportunity, it would mean a whole lot to you. It would boost your self-confidence by a million, right? Take it. You don't have to be right. You don't have to. Even if what you think you want to say is rubbish, say it. What I've come to learn is that in every rubbish you say, there's always somebody that will be like, oh my God, I didn't even think of this. Even the person that's asking the question will be like, I didn't think of this. How come you thought of it? There's always a different perspective to everything, right? So whenever there's a question, whenever there's an opportunity for you to stand up and speak, grab it with both hands, sister. Grab it and stop feeling like whatever you're going to say is irrelevant. There are lots of other people that do not have any clue what they want to say, but you do. So because you do, your opinion matters. Okay?